oh wow, did he really just try to take a charge attempt on my first offensive possession? I'll have to make him pay for that. Ty Lawson to the cup, 2 points. And guess who is running the point guard position for this guy's Los Angeles Faker team? It is LeBron James, and I'm okay with that. Carmelo's going to miss this 3-point attempt. Now, a lot of people are going to just instantaneously cry out and say, oh, this guy's a cheeser. But let me tell you something. You're wrong. Just because LeBron James is playing the point for this guy does not make him a cheeser. It is a few of the other things that this guy will partake in that makes him a cheeser, but we'll get to that later. When the Cleveland Cavaliers drafted LeBron James, which seems like ages ago at this point, there was much speculation that he would be the point guard of the future. Comparisons were drawn not only to Michael Jordan, but more often to Magic Johnson, one of the greatest point guards of all time. Be sure to keep a lookout for my Cleveland Cavaliers legacy roster coming soon. The words, the terms, point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, and center are all concepts. They are just as easily replaced with the number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. This, in fact, is how we have the term sixth man, because he is the sixth player, the first off the bench. LeBron James often plays point guard for the Miami Heat. When neither Mario Chalmers or Norris Cole are on the court, LeBron James is at the 1, otherwise known as the point guard position. It's not on a user for putting LeBron at the point guard. It's on 2K for making Posterizer unstoppable. It's on 2K for leaving out block dunks this season. If you listen to the footage that is out there of Steve Kerr recording 2K14 gameplay commentary, pay attention, listen closely. He specifically states that LeBron James is capable of playing all 5 positions on the floor. This game started Kobe Bryant and LeBron James in his backcourt, opposed to Robert Pack and Ty Lawson. So maybe I should just give up, because I'm giving up height and strength. Maybe I should just quit early. Oftentimes, when you see LeBron James at the point guard, it actually means that you're about to face an inferior player. But that does not mean that they are a cheater. That does not mean that they are cheesy. Who they put out on the floor is up to the total and sole discretion of the coach. It doesn't matter what you, I, or the basketball gods think about. It is the coach's responsibility and job to present his basketball team with the best players on the floor, giving them the opportunity to win. And if for my opponent that means LeBron James, then so be it. And I'll let you in on a little secret. I started LeBron James at the center position all the way up into the 4th seed. So does that mean I'm a cheeser? Maybe in your eyes it does. But my reasoning is that at the time, of course, that I could draw bigger centers out, namely Dwight Howard, who I would repeatedly face, draw them out of the paint, open up space underneath the hoop, and creating the mismatch with LeBron James. This would oftentimes force them to remove a person like Dwight Howard, who was always giving them the rebounding edge from the game. The other advantage I found with that mismatch is that the bigger post players trying to guard LeBron James would often find themselves in early foul trouble. Not necessarily enough to get them out of the game at the end, but enough to maybe shave a minute or two off of their total time in the first half. That strategy went completely down the crap hole once I reached better players and more stacked rosters. When you had 2 interior post defenders and players that know how to play the game of basketball, LeBron James at the center position becomes an absolute non-factor. Some of these posts that I read about LeBron James, quote-unquote, playing out of position, man, it's like they're ready to fight somebody.
Andre Miller with a steal. There goes JR. Look out. Oh, that's a tough foul. Marty Collins. Careful. No. What's Robinson doing? Nate Robinson. I don't know what. We got a bad incident here. This is an ugly incident, and J.R. Smith incensed.
After it. Empty for some reason. This is how Collins should just let him go, and he's going to come down hard, wraps the Nick, and then throws him down, which now becomes a flagrant. He's not happy with it. He gets in the face. But I'm not even sure it's JR and Collins who go after first. It's Robinson.
I'm not sure why Robinson got involved.
See, Robinson comes. Get mad in front of him. He's going to try to grab him. And they're just talking. And then he shoves him.
Well, I think Robinson.
He shoves him again. See, then Melo gets in there, and he's trying. And Melo shoves Robinson, and now there goes JR and Robinson going at.
Nate Robinson
now stepping up on George Karl. Now Karl grabbing. See, he's got Smith. There it goes again.
Look at this. What is he doing? They're trying to restrain Jared Jeffries.
Jeffrey and 2 guys are.
Oh, this is horrible.
They're going after Carmelo Anthony. And now players have come off the bench, and once you do that, it's an automatic fine for them. And this was all because of and excuse me for all those people who don't like this, a stupid foul at the end of a game in a game that's over. See, Collins is a flagrant foul. He's going to get in trouble. And there's somebody in the crowd now. Somebody in the stands now are going after it to our left for some reason.
We may see multiple players get suspended for this. It might not have the Knicks-Nuggets game.
Well, there's a minute 15 left in the game. Jared Jeffries had to be tackled for going after Carmelo Anthony.
There's a chance they may end this game with 1:15 to go.
I don't know.
Dick Bavetta going to call the coaches over.
Well, here's the thing now. You worry about crowd because this was a pretty good crowd tonight, obviously. I thought at one time Nate was going after George Karl.
This is the time you want an official like Dick Bavetta heading up the officiating crew.
That and then one big old strong guy beside him. Not to make light of this, but we've not seen this in a while. I've not seen this in a while with the Nuggets. It was a preseason game against Indiana, was 2 years ago. Jermaine O'Neal and Nene going after it. There's going to be multiple ejections. The NBA will grab the film both from the Madison Square Garden Network and Marty Collins with not a smart foul at all, unnecessary foul, but escalated, and I'm telling you, it was escalated by Robinson. Nate Robinson just came in there and just shoved JR, who got up and.
So we are being told now that 10 players have been ejected from the game. Anybody involved in that fight? J.R. Smith is gone. number of the Knicks have to sort it out. You need a roster to determine exactly what happened here. So we're going to try to finish apparently the last minute 15.
Bobby Simmons, you see him in there right by Camby. He's the head of security. He's standby because I mean you're in New York, and you got some guy that's here, Madison Square Garden security. I mean he's got guys watching the crowds, getting people out of tunnels and everything else, and they'll be careful because they use the same exit. Make sure they escort one team and then the other.
Oh, Melo threw a punch, and LaMelo's going to Miller. I guess the entire team that was on the floor at that point.
Yeah, you listen, it's going to be bad enough. Trust me, it's going to be bad enough. Don't make it any worse by going off and doing something else. But wisely, you let the Nuggets players get in. Said they use the same exit just across from us. And then you let them clear, and then the security for New York will make sure that they walk their players in because you don't want anything ugly happening back in the tunnel.
So everybody that was involved in the game, everybody who was on the floor at the time, are all ejected. So there goes the Knicks, 5 on the floor.
I can honestly say, and I've been around the NBA since 1982, I have never seen 10 players kicked out of a game. And I don't know, Walt Frazier sitting right to my left. He may have, I don't know if we can get his attention. Dick Pavetta once again is going to come over and kind of explain this to us, but I've never seen 10 players kicked off.
10 ejections, 5 from each team are out there.
Yeah.
And each coach picks the opposing 5 from each team.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dick.
That was Dick Pavetta, the voice of Dick Pavetta, who's still one of the best. I'm going to reach over and touch Clyde. You ever seen anything like that, Walt? No?
So the Los Angeles Fakers are up by 2 points in the third quarter, and I've been tolerating this guy so far. He moves the ball around, looks, but he's about to make a mistake right here. Oh no, he did not just do that to me. That is cheese. That is a borderline cheat. I don't know why 2K even lets you pause the game when you're on that side of the court. Ty Lawson gonna finish this break just like he did the first one of the game. Now, I have only came across a few game pausers in the entire time of playing MyTeam, which is a few months now. So this guy should be pretty proud of himself. I've heard people claim that playing full court defense is cheesing. They call it spamming the inbounders. No, that's not cheese. I mean, it is a little hokey. 2K should make more of a consequence on the stamina and durability of players who play full court and double team, things like that. As it is in real life, if you bring lots of pressure, you're going to spend that energy faster. Robert Pack with the go-ahead reverse dunk. Can you feel the hostility? This guy upset me deeply in my soul. I don't know how I'm going to get back at him, but it's about to happen. I'm still down by 1. It seems like he's getting to the cup whenever he wants. Carmelo with the heat check. But the Denver Nuggets small forward from Italy is there to pick up the pieces. He's going to put that ball right back through the hoop. This is a back and forth game. We're halfway through the third quarter, and my defensive adjustments have been poor / lackluster all game long. Mutombo is not there. I've got my defensive settings set to switch, but they seem to be unaware as you see Robert Pack go up there and grab some air with a dunk. And there need not be any reason for myself to boast about a non-existent rhyming skill that just accidentally happened in 2K gameplay. Don't even worry about it. That's not going to happen with this commentator. I used to freestyle just for fun way back when, before it was cool and everybody and their mama had a studio making beats. Carmelo Anthony on his way to the line after being fouled on the putback attempt. Now you know West Baltimore's finest is going to knock both of these shots down. I am supremely confident and could probably shoot both of these with my eyes closed. Mr. Melo will convert this second opportunity, and we are now up by 3 points, just over halfway through the third. Chris Paul's looking to take the ball up court. Tim Duncan passes on the open baseline jumper. Chris Paul with a terrible shot selection. What a laugher. I wonder if my opponent is starting to feel the sense of pressure. Anxiety is overwhelming his body, even though Chris Paul again can fiddle and whittle his way all the way underneath of the hoop. Sometimes in 2K13 you feel like a cornerback on an island trying to defend a wide receiver. And the longer that wide receiver has to run and run, the more likely it is that he will find an open space in the field or a path to the hoop, as it were in our case. Chauncey, big shot. Billups going to knock down that tray ball. We're up by 4 points. I'm going to play a little off ball, bring some more pressure defensively. I'm going to try to establish a little bit bigger lead before the fourth quarter, and this is one way to do it. Outlet pass, easy two, other end. Another big-time bucket by Carmelo Anthony as we have pushed the lead to 6. Stop and pop by Larry Bird, but he's not going to get any love with that. You know what's up. I'm out on the other end for a repeat performance. Another 2 points, and we are up by 8. I know the bad guys are feeling this one slip away from them. They need to make a move and get back in the game. That is not the way to do it. And this guy has had enough. He got everything he deserved.